Shalom. First, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to teachers, zealous, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, but know this truth. Faithfully fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters. Doing again, Shalom. Today's essence title, State Without Words of Comfort. And the words of comfort are these scriptures. You may watch a YouTube video with an elder or a brother putting out a video there concerning the message from Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, concerning the destruction of Great Babylon, America, concerning the rescue of the children of Israel, so-called blacks and Americans and Latinos, where we're going to be beaten up in those chariots and given new bodies and return back on this earth to rule with our king, our Malak, Yahushua Mashiach, okay? But right now, you've seen this place right now is only bringing disappointment. Yeah, that's right, Jake. You know, you're disappointed. It didn't work out quite the way you wanted it to work out. Let's go into the word disappointed, and it means sad or displeased because someone or something had failed to fulfill one's hope or expectation. And this is what Great Babylon America has produced for most of the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. We won't even talk about these tribes right there because we can see right now what's going on with Esau, these Edomites. Okay, they are divided. They're about to fight each other in civil war too. Okay, and you, Jakes, do not need to be any part of that because this is not your place of rest. Let's go in the book of First John 2 and start verse 16. It reads, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of power abideth forever." So the fashion of this world has basically passed away. I mean, if you go back, say, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, okay, you're looking at your life here in Great Babylon, America, you know, you probably have planned on a whole lot of different things, you know, career, retirement, traveling, you know, changing jobs or whatever the case is like that. You can now see all those dreams are gone. Okay. You saw Biden, you know, a couple of months ago was what? He was forgiving a whole bunch of student loans because why? Those loans weren't being paid back because the investment, there was no return on it. You know, many people had gone to college and still wind up either jobless or working the same job that they had prior to starting school, showing you that this place is in a steep decline. And what Great Babylon does for anyone to put trust into this place is disappoint you. Now, Jake, you got to understand, you're not only going to be disappointed, you know, with Great Babylon America, the so-called white man is going to disappoint you, but you're also going to be disappointed with the people that are in Yasharala. These could be your family. These could be people that you talk with, your friends, you know, your best friends, you know, the people that you look for comfort, okay? Because we're in a time right now where, you know, wickedness is on a different level. Let's go to the book of Matthew 6 and start verse 19. And it reads, "Lay not for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. For if where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." Now, you know, this doesn't mean that you can't work or, you know, you can't provide for yourself. Okay. And it's not talking about that treasure. It's really talking about that treasure where you know, you're giving your life, you know, your heart and your mind towards something that's bigger than you, okay, to serve the Lord. How about you now, Shai? You're gonna have a whole lot of, you know, side noises and, you know, people bickering at you. That could be people, you know, that don't know what you're involved in. There are going to be people that know what you're involved in that may be involved in it with you that are going to be bickering at you. It doesn't make any difference, okay? At the end of the day, your goal is to be saved. Your goal is to serve and please the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Things have changed. Things have changed. Okay, you're not in the Christianity church, you know, where you go and you swing with sweet Jesus and he's going to come in a fluffy cloud and save you. It doesn't matter what you do, or you just have to pray to him just before you die, and you're going to wake up in this, you know, spectacular cloudy place there with these little winged beings that's going to be feeding you, and you're going to live forever, while the so-called people who forgot to pray at the last second, okay, underneath the ground on earth, burning forever and ever and ever. Okay, that's a crock of crap that Christianity brought out to you, okay, because they don't know that hell is a condition, okay, on earth, okay, and this is our hell right now. And this is the reason why, if you don't understand the curses that were on that's on us, you wouldn't understand the hell that you're in. You won't see this as hell. You're feeling just disappointed because you've tried so hard, and yet still you have failed. See, we are set up to fail. I think it was a brother, Gaba Mawar, who brought out a lesson saying that Babylon, was set up for us to fail. It's a system that's set up to fail. So once you understand that, then there's no need for you to, beat yourself up about it. Let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 13 and start verse 4, because we're going to see exactly how the white man deals with us. Okay, you have these what I call reconnaissance spirits, okay, or that mindset where they, people do a recon with you. This is the reason why you're probably now getting phone calls from people that you knew, before you came into the truth, that are, they're checking in right now. They're checking in, seeing how things are going with you, because see, right now they're in a place of torment, okay, mentally. Things are not going quite the way that they expected, and they don't understand why. But when you're in this truth, you understand why, because you understand that this place has to fall for the heavenly kingdom to be set up. There's not going to be a coexistence of the heavenly kingdom and Esau's kingdom. It says, if thou be for his prophet, we're talking about the so-called white man now, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. So you have a man that uses you when you are for his prophet, but he will forsake you when you serve him no purpose. Okay, basically a backstabbing, two-faced piece of crap. And this is the kind of society that you live in right here. This is great Babylon. America says, if you have a need of thee, he will deceive thee. Okay, so he's not gonna, like, hey, you can benefit, I can benefit. It's about deception. Okay, it's going to be done in such a way that he's going to come out on top, and at the end of the day, you're going to be left hanging in the balance with nothing. It says, and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? Which we always want, some money, or you want some fame. This is what you see with these basketball players, these hip hop artists. Right now you get Simone Biles that's, winning the gold medal for the United States. You have a lot of Jakes over there representing the United States in the Olympics. Okay. And so right now, Esau's smiling on them. They're in the headlines. Esau's talking good things about them until it's over and done with. Because when World War III kick off, and when Jacob's Trouble kick off, Simone Biles is going to be in the same exact situation. If she's a Jake, she's going to be in the same situation as the rest of us. Okay, nobody's going to remember that she won, 20 gold medals, or who the hell she was, or she did all these fantastic things. Okay, she's going to get that judgment, because that judgment is coming from the Lord. Yahweh Shemashah. And it says, and he will shame thee with his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at last he will laugh thee to scorn afterwards. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. So Esau's always forsaken. Okay, we've seen this over and over and over. Okay, so this man cannot be trusted because he's an enemy. So what is it? What does it say? Never trust thine enemy. Okay, and Esau is our enemy. It says, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down to jollity. So anytime you see any Jakes them, when they shaking hands with these Edomites, for example, you see Snoop, when he was doing a cooking show with Modest George, you see he's just out acting goofy. All of a sudden, Jake demeanor changes when he's around a so-called white man. Now, some of us, when we was out there in the world like that, really our demeanor didn't really change for like no jollity. We weren't like smiling or anything like that. We were very uncomfortable. The spirit was always in us to be uncomfortable and despise this man, because we already knew that he was taking advantage of us. We already knew that we were superior, but we couldn't figure out exactly what was blocking us. Okay, when you come into this truth, you realize, wait a minute, wow, Deuteronomy 28, everything now makes sense as to why, when you try so hard and you fail, you were never meant, okay, to exceed a certain point. Okay, so the Lord Yahweh Shemashah will allow you to reach to a certain point, okay, before he he stops you from moving any further. Okay, we seen what happened to the JSM that excel. Okay, we could use Michael Jackson as an example. He saw in the end, despite all of his talent and his skills, okay, they killed him or murdered him and took that catalog that's worth billions of dollars. But at the end of the day, this was in Michael Jackson's rest. He's now in a better place. Okay, let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So that's the goal. It's to endure to the end. You have to understand with this here. People are evil. They're evil. The people around you are evil. The people in your household are evil. You yourself are battling evil, wicked spirit every single day. You're battling, okay, spirits that are trying to, persuade you to go do some bad things or persuade you to turn your head the other way. Demons are attacking brothers left and right, okay? And you have the physical people, okay, that are basically physical demons themselves, okay, that are trying to disrupt, okay, you being in this truth, either through tamping you or trying to get underneath your skin so that you could go off, okay, and not walk in the way that we're supposed to walk, which is to not bring any type of shame or damnation to this ministry. Okay, let's go into the book of Psalm 146 and 3 because it makes it very clear. Don't trust, okay, anybody. Put not your trust in prince nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Okay, there is no help from the government. There's no help from your daddy. There's no help from your brother or your sister, okay, or your best friend. Because at the end of the day, only one can save us, okay, the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay, you can have the best as a friend. They can give you shalom, barakta, Yahweh Shemi Shai, give you all a hug, all that crap. Okay, tell you they got your back and all of that stuff. At the end of the day, they can't get you in a chariot. Okay, they can't get you out of Great Babylon, America. Okay, there's only so much that they can do for you, which is, speak words. And we are going to find out when we go into Ecclesiasticus 6 and start verse 7. Okay, most of the people that are around you fit into this category. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. How many times did that happen to you? There's a reason why you've been backstabbed so many times leading up to this point that you've been in this ministry. Okay, and at some point in time, you got to learn. Okay, yeah, fool me once, shame on you. I didn't know. I trusted you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I knew you were a cocksucker from before. Okay, and if you're getting continuously getting fooled, and you really seriously have not changed. Okay, from the old man. Okay, so no different from Esau. Esau come to you like a doggone friend with a smile is what you want. You're also gonna have these Jakes that are gonna come to you like a friend. Okay, that's the reason why you see these people with that recon spirit where they giving you the phone call out of the blue, telling you about their problems and stuff, and they're trying to see if you still that soft-hearted person that's willing to dig in your pocket and bail them out financially or just drop everything you're doing to go and hug them lullaby. Hey, see, this is the time to gird your loins right now. This ain't no time to doggone babysitting anybody. Okay, so our job is plain and simple, is to always edify the sheep. Okay, always bringing out this gospel and this truth, and we ourselves have to also be edified by other brothers and get these confident words, this is the comfort right here, because the mental state that people are going to soon find themselves in, okay, which is going to get worse if you're not in that mental state right now, okay, it's going to be perplexity, okay, and it says, and there is a friend who turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. So there are many of those people, if you for their needs, you can hook them up with a couple of dollars, or always be the one that throws the party, or where the party is kept at, or whatever case, that everybody's going to smile in your face, and that includes those who know that the Hebrew Israelites, those who will give you, or try to persuade you to believe, okay, that they're your brother. Okay, it's the same thing too. It's all different. You remember, we're in this flesh. We're walking in this flesh. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 1 and starting with verse 24. It says, because I have called and ye refuse. Now, this is talking with these two-thirds here. Okay, and those are there, because see, they're going to be having that same similar faith as the rest of these other tribes out here who are lost in the source. Of course, obviously they're going to be trying to, you know, fight for power. This is the reason why you see this conflict going on between the blue team and the red team. Okay, those who are looking for the Kamala and those who are looking for Trump. Okay, and you have Jake's actually trying to get in the mix of that, which they shouldn't, but they don't want to hear the words that's coming from the man that has been set up, okay, to give them this warning, men who've actually experienced, okay, betrayal, okay, who've experienced, hardship, who have gone through different degrees of variation of hell. Okay, so that's the reason why you see these scriptures can make a lot of sense to you. Okay, obviously the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, I have to be dealing with you. It says, because I have called you and ye refused, I stretch out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel with none of my proof. Yeah, you ought to go listen to the so-called white man who already, been proven to use you only if you could be used. Okay, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear coming. When your fear coming as desolation and your destruction coming as a whirlwind, when the stress and anguish come upon you. Now let's take a look at the word anguish before I move a little further. And the word anguish means severe mental or physical pain or suffering, agony, pain, torment, torture, suffering, distress, and angst. These are things that is actually going to be more okay mental than physical, and that's going to be very, very difficult. See, when it's physical, you can probably rub some alcohol or put some ointment on it and hope it gets better. But when it's mental, man, it's something that you go to sleep with, wake up with, walk around all day with, and no amount of words can comfort you. Especially if you're not seeing the physical results itself. And this is the reason why you see Jakes right now can't, accept the words that's coming from the prophets because there's no physical results. We're telling you of the physical result is going to happen later on. You're going to be taken out of this place before this place is destroyed, given new bodies, okay, immortal bodies, never sin again, okay, and that's your reward, which is going to be far greater than you can begin to even imagine. But see, Jake needs it right now because you're living in a society where everything is instant gratification. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when the stress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shai. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. You are getting those calls right now, okay, from these old so-called friends or buddies right now, suddenly trying to throw all their problems on you. You don't have time for that. Hang the phone up, block the number. Okay? They think that money can solve their problem. Okay, when you explain to them that the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai can solve the problem, that they need to actually put their energy into serving the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, they don't want to hear that. What they want is a quick fix. Write me a check and that will solve my problem. Nope, hang that phone up, block that number, and move on. We're not here to solve your problem. We are going to be those ones who are going to be laughing what I just read to you in the book of Proverbs 1, okay, starting verse 24. Okay, that's going to be us. We're going to be the ones that's going to say, we told you, and you didn't listen. You wanted quick fixes, and now you're in that distress. Lord willing, we're not in that distress. Let's go to the book of Mark 3 and 24, and it says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And why can't a kingdom stand? Because it's divided. Okay, so that's the same thing too. You can't have one foot in this world, okay, trusting into Esau and what comes out of his mouth, and then you listen to what is coming from the mouth of the prophet, and you're going to see which one is going to deliver you the promises first. Obviously, the ones that the promises that's coming from these scriptures is when you endure to the end, you're going to get the prize, which is everlasting life. So Esau right now is about instant gratification. Most likely, you're going to fall for that if this truth is not in you. I'll put it to you by Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. So Lord willing, the elect was edified. Let's close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahshua by Shem Rakatash. Shalom.